I have quite the exciting story today on my channel, a story out of Guadalajara, Mexico, a story known for many years to the locals. Let's get right to it. This story takes place in Guadalajara, Mexico, in a cemetery called Belen. And although this was a very fun story to research, it was hard to pick one just because there's so many different legends that are known of the cemetery. The legend that I'm talking to you about today actually traces back hundreds of years ago, back when the city was just but a few people. The town people lived in perfect harmony until one night their pets went missing and they never returned. It wasn't such a big deal until they realized that their own family members were vanishing as well. The townspeople were scared, of course, but they also wanted the freedom to roam in the night again, and most of all, they wanted their family members and pets to stop disappearing. And so they started to search for help of all kinds. And so they finally reached one individual who told them that what was taking their family members and their pets at night was not human, but a creature of the night, better known to us as a vampire. And so with wooden stakes and wooden crosses at their hands, they formed a small group of men and decided that they would come and hunt what was hunting them. Of course, after many failed attempts, they could not find the so-called vampire, and they began to think that this nightmare would never end. Until finally, they found an actual vampire hunter that told them that the best thing to do was to find the vampire's nest, and that this nest had to be burned to the ground. And the only way they could get rid of the vampire was to put a stake through his heart, decapitate him, and burn his ashes. And so the townspeople devised a plan. They decided that if they could not find the vampire, then the vampire would find them. And the only way they could do this is if they cut his entire food supply. And so that's exactly what they did. They hid all their pets, hid all their family members during day and night, until finally, one day, the vampire, hungry, decided to come out in the shadows. And that is exactly when, with stakes in hand, they were able to capture the creature and kill it. The killing went as expected. The vampire was burned alive, decapitated, and a stake was put through his heart. And soon after, the vampire hunter, with payment in hand, left the city, giving the townspeople further instructions that they should take every speck of ash and let it roam free in the wind, so that the vampire could never return. There were easy instructions, yet the townspeople decided for a different approach and took all of the ashes, put them in a coffin, and buried the vampire under a dead tree in the cemetery of Belen. Finally, the nightmare ended, or so they thought. A few months later, where there was once a dead tree, there actually began to grow roots. And the townspeople began to wonder, could it be that the earth put back the vampire together? Would it come back to seek revenge? And to this day, the local townspeople say that the dead tree, or so they thought, continued to sprout these roots. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We have one more video left in this mini-series, and then I'm open for suggestions for any ideas for the next videos. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.